I have an hour left. I'm gonna put it to use. I'm trying to figure out what to call this thing because everything needs a name. And if I want to share it on YouTube, I have to put a title and people want to know what it's about and stuff. What I did was I bought a couple of journals. Well, I bought one journal insert a while ago. And then I've had a couple of journals in my Amazon cart waiting for Black Friday and Lightning deals. And they finally came on Black Friday and Lightning deals because I didn't want to pay full price for them because, yeah. But buying the journals, I wanted the paper. And so buying journals was cheaper than buying just big sheets of paper to cut into pages. So this was one of the journals that I bought. The other one, all that's left of it is this cover. I don't recommend this journal. The paper's really thin and the covers are crap, but I just wanted the paper and it's going to do exactly what I wanted. But anyways, and then I bought a journal insert thing a while back that I have done some videos on this stuff and photos and stuff of it. And I'm going to finish this and that's going to be a separate journal. But what I wanted was something along this line. Okay, I kept thinking my iPad was freezing up and it's not my iPad freezing up, it's my monitor. Weird. Anyways, what I want to do, I don't know where it left off, but anyways, I want to do an art journal because, hold that thought, because I want to use the plethora of, well, you guys have seen my wall of wonder, but over the years of doing my fauxbonichi, oh gosh, it's even covered in dirt, y'all. I mean, let's move this over. Okay, over the years I have collected, oh wait, that's not it. Hold on, more. Okay, this is just off my one shelf. This doesn't count all the distress inks, all the distress oxides, all the watercolors I have, all of the Lumiere paints that I have, all of the colored this is just in the bigger stuff, okay? But it's like I bought these because I'm going to do something with them. Nope, haven't. Bought the acrylics because I'm going to do something with nope, didn't. I bought the Arteza watercolor pencils because 14 sets of watercolor pencils was not enough, so I had to buy these. And have I used them? No. I have sort of kind of used these, but not often. And then I have Lyra crayons, which are my ultimate favorite crayons ever. These are, favorites. If I only had two that I could keep, I'd keep this and my Inktense. I have those. I have more color pencils. I have Inktense blocks. I have Inktense, best ever. Oh, and I even have more watercolor pencils. And then there's the palettes, and there's the inks, and there's... I don't even art. Why do I buy this crap? I don't even art, but I'm going to because I bought it all. So the plan, back on the shelf, is I need a reason to do it. It doesn't work well in my fauxbonichi because not for paper reasons or any of that, but in general, it's every single day. And I can't art that quickly. Maybe someday, maybe if this project works out, I will be able to do that, but I overthink all of my arting. Okay. And it doesn't mean I can't draw and I can't paint and all that. You guys have seen all my shit for years and years and years. It just means that it's not natural for me. I have to work at it a lot. And so it takes time. Well, I can't do that on an everyday basis. So I thought what I would do is just create a journal I could play in, but that would also encompass a point, because my issue with art journaling, and don't take this personally, which you will, but anyways, is that I don't see a point in art journaling. I get having a creative process need, it sounded like my dinger went off. I get needing a creative outlet. I did hear a. Okay. See, this is why videoing on the weekend sucks. Because they come into the house. I gotta get a bathroom in Dale's shop. That's all there is to it. Huh, Benny? Yeah. What do you think, Benny? Anyways, I want to I want to do art journaling, but I don't want to just art journal. And I get that it's an creative outlet for people and stuff. So I'm not knocking art journal. I just need, at the end of the day, a purpose for whatever plant for whatever I made the page for, what the book is for. Otherwise, I don't have space to store it. I don't have a reason to keep it. And okay, it wasn't even videoing. Arrgh! See? Stupid thing. I don't even know where I left off. Anyways, I need help deciding what to do with this journal. I can't just do an art journal. I get that it's a creative outlet for people, but I need to have more purpose for what I end up with than just, oh, like that's pretty or that was fun to make. Because I want to combine it. I want to have fun and, ooh, that's pretty, but I also want to have a purpose for the book. Otherwise, there's just no space to how about the red one? Oh, yeah. There's no space in my house to store not frivolous, that's not nice. There's no point to it for me doing it other than it's pretty. And so I want to do, like, what high school did you go to? And I would journal around that. But it's like, I want to also play with all of my mixed media stuff. And I wonder where your sister went. So anyways, maybe you guys can help me come up with an idea for it. I don't know where, this is a rambly video. But I took this journal apart. I took all the signatures out of it because I didn't like the color of the paper. Here's what the paper looks like that came out of it. I have 2 signatures left. And I'm probably going to do a giveaway of just all these little leftovers. And maybe I'll make a quickie journal out of it, or maybe I'll just give it away like this and then pass it on. Because I have a lot of extras. Because I took 3 journals apart and I'm putting it into this one journal. So it looks, I still have the 6 signatures, but it's got all different kinds of paper in it. And this is what it looks like on the edge. And I think I've got like 400 pages. I don't know how many, and it may not even all fit because it just barely fits in like this, which is funny because it's got now less pages in it than it had before, but it shows how much those were compressed. But so it may only end up, one of these signatures may have to come out, so, which is fine. That's fine. And I also wanted something that I didn't have an end date on. It can't have an end date, and so I wanted to be able to just pick it up in between other things and work in it. And so I kind of need a name for it so that I can have a title up here. But for now, I guess it's just an art journal. I even have my first page figured out. I'm going to do, like I said in my last video, I'm all over history and stuff like that. So I want to do, in the medieval times, they had illuminated parchment, illuminated manuscripts. And so my first page is, I've got a design figured out already. Of a illuminated thing with my initials and golds and metallics and stuff, and I hope it works. I'm being really ambitious for page 1. But anyways, and then when it's done, it can be done whenever, this year, next year. Well, it won't be done this year, obviously, but next year or whenever. Are you Butimus? Did you baby Butimus? Yeah. And so, I I can just poke at it until it's done. So if it takes me 10 years to finish it, which, oh God, I hope not, because that would, I don't have a attention span that long. Is that a good one? It's soft, isn't it? Can I have my sweatshirt? Thank you. And, oh, fleas? Just kidding. So yeah, but is anybody else doing something like that? I mean, I know there's a lot of people doing art journaling, but is there anybody doing, here, you're going to fall off the table. Is there anybody doing art journaling with prompt, like, you know, about me stuff? The other thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to tie them back into the journal until the pages, a signature is done. When the signature gets done, I'll hook it back in. So what I thought was I have all this elastic for the masks, making masks, and I thought I would just run that through all of the holes just to hold the signatures in there while I'm working on them. And that way I can just pull them out, because the other thing, I don't want them to be adhered in, because I don't want to work in a book this thick. That's just not going to be fun. But if I can take the pages out, work on them, and put them back, that's what my plan is. And that worked. I kind of did a tester earlier this year with this one, and that's kind of what I did with it. I took it didn't have a cover, it was just signatures. But I took it apart so I could work on the individual pages and then put it back together. So I would do this page, and so you kind of get it. But instead of just quotes that speak to me, I'd like them to actually have real journaling about a topic. And so that's kind of that's what happens when you don't pay attention. They get upside down. But yeah, I just have a few pages left to finish in this one. And then I have this side to do. And I'm going to keep it separate. I was going to just mix it in with this one, but I decided I'm not going to do that because I have a different purpose for this one. I don't want to do this kind of stuff in this journal very much. I want it to stay pretty much mixed media type things. And so, I mean, there'll probably end up being some lace and stuff like that. Because I do like, don't you just love it's sticking out the end? And I can't do this stuff in my fauxbonichi because there's so many of my fauxbonichis. There will be so many of those. They have to fit neatly into a box. But so what do you think of a name for this? Like I obviously it's an art journal. I get it, but oh, down he goes. Bye. And so that's kind of what I'm working on. And then this is kind of what the original pages look like this. And then let me pull a signature out. See, I'm all confident in my fauxbonichi journals, but I'm really nervous about this stuff. So it's like, oh God, they're gonna hate it. Oh my God, which I don't know why it matters. I don't watch. But this page here originally looked like this. And we're really, really bright. There it goes. And so I coffee dyed them. Some I coffee dyed and let soak overnight. Some I used some stencils with. Some of them. So there's that. So that's the bulk of it is made from pages that came out of the original leather journal pages. And then I have, I bought this other journal, this thing, and it had these white pages in it. And they look like this, and they're super uber thin. Oh, you can't see, but anyways, and so I took some of those and I coffee dyed. Well, I left some of them just white, but then some of them I coffee dyed those also, and stenciled and stuff on that. That needs to go in the book because that's pretty. Anyways, I think I'm going to put that in that other one. Anyways, so the last one was this journal insert that I had purchased. It didn't come with a cover, and some of them I coffee dyed all of these because this paper looks, I don't like the color of this paper, but this is what that paper looks like. So they're all a different size, they're all a different texture, they're all a different thickness, and so I was hoping that it would help inspire me when I got to the page to try different things and use different mediums, because if all the paper was watercolor thickness, and then I would have the excuse to never use my colored pencils because I could use heavier mediums, and stuff. So I'm trying to mix it up with the pages. And then I really worked hard at dyeing it because I wanted a lot of pattern and texture in a lot of it, because I don't work well with a blank page. And I didn't want to gesso the thing to start from a zero. And so for me, I see, putting some kind of decoration here, doing my journaling around there, and it just, I don't know, but that's what I see, and maybe there's some kind of picture here, or whatever. And I don't know where it's going. I used a string here. I thought that was fun. I thought it'd be fun to journal along that string. Maybe do some Zen tangling or something on that page. And then here's one of the white, or it's white-ish. It's not really white. It looks white on the screen, but it's not. But it's really thin paper. And I figured that would be like, you're going to use your color pencils on that. Make it happen. And then this is one of the smaller ones that started out like this. And then we're back to just a regular. I didn't put very many of these in because I really don't like the color. But more coffee dye. There's a stencil. See the butterfly? And that I just went back and forth until we spread out all the. This is what this white paper looks like, coffee dyed. And stenciling with the coffee, and it smells so good. You added star anise and cloves to the coffee, and it smells so good. But you get the general idea on it. So mostly what I'm hung up with is not what to do with it, but what to call it. So if you have any ideas, that would be great. But that's kind of the plan. Would you guys like to see as I work in that and stuff? I mean, I don't know how often I will do that. It depends. We'll see how that goes, because those won't be quick videos, and so it may be a little. I may just have to string a whole bunch of them together to do one, because, like I said, I want to just work on it at my own pace, but we'll see how it goes. But then I have, like I said, I have some extra stuff that I'll do something with, or I may, like these, I may just give away because they're signatures ready to go, and somebody might like those. So I probably will put those in my giveaway box. And, but yeah, so I don't know how much of this you'd like to see, if any of it. I have to figure out how to string this. I think I'm just going to run it through the top and the bottom hole and from the outside so that the elastic is the length, and that way I can just hook these signatures into it. But like right now it doesn't even, I can't even get it shut. But I figure that I can either poke a new hole or take one of the signatures out. But most likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a strap to go over it or something. I don't know. Could be years from now before I have to worry about it. But if they're strung in there, then I won't lose them. That's the thought. But yeah, so that's kind of my non-fauxbonichi things that I'm working on. I'm also working on getting some of my recipes onto recipe cards. I ordered a couple of the 12 by 12 sheets of Simple Stories recipe cards for their apron string collection. I probably should have ordered a couple more, and I got to go through my book and just pick out the ones I like the best. I want to get rid of this book and just have it in a little container with just these. So yeah, that's what I did. Anyways, let me know if you have a name, or should I just call it Art Journal? Just call it Art Journal. Stop being special. And we'll do from that. And if you guys want to see some work that I do in it, let me know. I'm not an artist. I don't claim to be an artist. And so, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I want to be. Does that count? I mean, want is half the process, right?
It's 11:30.
It's 11:30. I've got to go get Josh, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow or whenever I get the next video up. Thanks for watching, you guys. You have a wonderful day.